What is going on, Gemini? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of May, and this is going to be a general reading for the collective and the sign of Gemini. So thanks for tuning in. This is general, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can check out your rising or moon sign, or check out one of the previous videos for Gemini. Or one of the ones that'll be coming up in the future. If it does resonate with you, though, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things that help the channel out in some way, and it lets me know that this is helping you, right? Starting off, we're going to hop right into your present energies like we always do it, Gemini, and then after that, going to be hopping into your futuristic energy over here, trying to see what's happening at the end of May going into June. It's almost summertime. Let's go. Also, personal readings are open to the public, so if you guys want to get a more personal experience with me, get a little bit more clarity on your situation, you can email me about that. All that information will be in the description. Let's hop right in. Crowning your reading, Gemini, we have the Strength card, and it's clarified by the Devil card. So two major arcanas at the forefront of your mind, right? So at this time, you could be thinking about something that you kind of feel like, you know, you need to break away from a little bit. The universe here is pretty much, you know, conveying the message to you that you're stronger than you think you are, right? You have some inner strength, you know, that you are needing to access in the month of May. And it could be connected to something that, you know, you feel like has you bound, or something that has you stuck. Some of you guys for the month of May could be doing some shadow work, because with the Devil card here and the Strength card, this is kind of like the strength to overcome, the strength to go through the shadow work when it comes down to those darker aspects of yourself, the shadow self. And, you know, a lot of times we have to work on that side of ourselves when it comes down to the things that hold us back from being our greatest version, you know, of ourselves. So in the month of May, you could be rising to the occasion to kind of clear out some of those aspects of yourself that are, you know, kind of holding you back, or working on integrating your shadow with, you know, your consciousness, and becoming more comfortable with, you know, the shadow aspects of yourself, the things that you don't like, or the parts of yourself that you don't want to show to the world because you're ashamed about it, or you think that people won't like you or want to be around you because of these hang-ups that you have inside of your personality, or characteristics that just don't quite align with who you think you are as an individual, right? This is shadow work. It also has to do with some things that we hold on to that needs to be healed, right? Things within our energetic signature that needs to be kind of like wiped out, and we have to face it, we have to feel it to heal it. You're getting some strength coming in, major arcana from the universe, to deal with those things. Now, for another group of you, this could represent some type of connection that you're in, some type of karmic connection. And I know a couple of weeks ago with Gemini, I was talking about a karmic clearing, you know, like a karmic connection that you were in with someone else. And how that was ending, that cycle was wrapping up, and you were able to be released from that and kind of move on to a new phase or cycle of your life. So for some of you guys, you're still kind of dealing with the residual of that energy. You know, you could still be thinking about this person that you have this karmic, strong soul tie with, this connection with. And once again, you're stronger than you think you are. You have the ability to separate from this, especially if it's a connection that's toxic, you know, a connection that means you no good, right? It doesn't raise your vibration, it lowers your vibration. It has you stuck, it has you in a place where you're blocked, you know, you have blockage when it comes down to the things you want to achieve in life. If you're tied in with somebody like that, or if you're in the process of leaving someone with that, these cards are letting you know that you have the strength to stay away from that type of connection, to move towards something that's, you know, more meaningful, something that is on a higher vibration, something that matches where you're going in life, not something that, you know, you used to dabble in your past, right? This is forward movement. So you have what it takes to separate from that type of devil energy, that, stuck, addictive, bounding type or binding type energy. All right. So let's keep it moving. Right below that, we have the Three of Wands, and it's clarified by the Five of Cups. So Three of Wands here is talking about you being in the place of expectation, right? You're expecting some new things to come in. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for your seeds to yield the fruit that you planted. You know that you have something coming on the horizon, right? But you could be coming out of a period of time where you had some disappointments, right? The Five of Cups here talks about disappointment. You kind of crying over spilled milk, being in a cycle where things didn't go as you wanted, things didn't go as you planned. Maybe in your emotional life, because the Five of Cups usually represents emotions, right? And you having some disappointment in your love life or in emotional fulfillment overall in life, right? And you kind of dealing with that. Now you're at a point where you have turned your back on that disappointment. You're no longer wallowing in the things that didn't work out for you, and you're looking towards the future. You're looking at what's new, what's coming your way. What are you about to do? The Three of Wands here a lot of times talks about you kind of like being in the airport, waiting to take a flight, waiting to board the plane to your next destination, but you haven't actually, flew out yet, but you're at the airport, which is great. You've left the house, right? So you're that much closer to this next cycle, this next phase, your next destination. And you are that much farther away from the past disappointments, or maybe this past energy where you felt like you were stuck within it for so long, this past old toxic connection or partner that you were with, that had you feeling like you were bound to it. You're kind of turning your back on that, right? You're looking for bigger, greater, newer things, better experiences, right? You're trying to vibrate higher. And I like that. All right, so let's keep it moving. Right over to the right of that, we have the Eight of Cups clarified by the Ace of Swords, right? So Eight of Cups here talking about you leaving something, right? The same thing. Everything here is talking about you leaving, moving on from some type of emotional disappointment, something that just did not work out. Eight of Cups talks about you almost getting to the Nine of Cup position where you get, what you wished for coming true, the wish fulfillment, but when you have the Eight of Cups card, it's kind of like it didn't make it to that point, right? You were trying to build some type of emotional connection with somebody else, or you were trying to build something that could bring you emotional fulfillment. Let's say if it was a project or a job, but it just didn't work out. You put all of your energy into it. You stacked it up. You put the time into it that was needed to build, but it just did not pay off in the end, right? If this is dealing with a person, this person probably was not working with you to build. You probably were doing all the building, you were investing all the time and the energy, and you got to the point where you're just like, okay, I'm wanting to walk away from this. It's no longer serving me, right? It's no longer giving into me as much as I'm giving into it. And so I have to move on and leave this type of energy, or I'll feel like I'm stuck here. Devil energy, stuck. So you're moving away from being stuck. And most of it comes from Ace of Swords, you gaining clarity on this matter, you gaining clarity inside of this situation. Now, some of you guys could be gaining more clarity the further you move away from it, and you're moving towards clarity, because in this position, you probably didn't have a lot of clarity. You probably were not getting everything that you wanted out of this connection or out of this emotional situation that was supposed to be built to give you emotional fulfillment, but it just wasn't. So you started to lose your clarity, your vision for the future, your vision for your life, maybe started to feel lost in so many ways, right? Like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Like, what am I doing here, right? So the further you get away from this type of energy, you move into more clarity of mind, clarity of direction, of vision for your life as a whole, right? You're taking on this new level of thinking. This is usually talking about the evolution of your mind, a new beginning in your mentality, is the Ace of Swords, right? Some new clarity coming in that gives you a different type of mentality, that gives you a new perspective when it comes down to viewing your current situation or where you're headed. You're not going to be feeling lost anymore in the month of May with you moving away from this older energy, this stale, toxic energy that was kind of like long overdue from you moving away from. You're leveling up to a new level of mentality, clarity, and vision for the future, right? So this is that evolution of your mind, of your ego, expansion, right? You becoming more open-minded about what you can do with your life and not thinking so small, as small, and not that you guys ever probably think small, but this last level that you were on, or this last connection that you were tied into, had to do with some small-mindedness almost, is what I'm picking up. Maybe some of you guys didn't think that you deserved more, right? So you were investing a lot of time into this, type of situation that you were kind of too big for, or maybe with this person that was more small-minded than you, and you had to kind of like bump yourself down, dumb yourself down in order to be connected with this type of person. This is the energy that I'm picking up with this Devil card, especially if you guys were dealing with a person, right? This toxic, karmic person from the past. You kind of had to like dumb yourself down in order to be in this connection. You couldn't even have the type of conversations with this person that you wanted to have, right? And so your frequency, your energy signature that you were operating out of from this was kind of like a more held back, bound type of energy, and it wasn't free. You weren't allowed to be yourself. But now you're moving more towards authenticity. You're moving away from, the fraudness, the fakeness, the deception, deceiving yourself, right? You're taking off that mask, 5 of Cups, right? And just understanding that, okay, it may have been disappointing. I put a lot into this, but at least I get to be who I really am now. At least I get to move away into some things that really suit me, really can make me happy, right? And move away from the fakeness, the smallness, the small-mindedness of this individual or this type of situation that I was in. Now, this could be a person, a job, a group of people, whatever it is, you're moving towards something that matches you more authentically, where you can just be yourself. Freedom, right? Right below that, we have the King of Cups card, clarified by the Queen of Swords. So something could be happening in the month of May when it comes down to a water sign, right? Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign. This older person could be a water sign, or it could be somebody new that's coming in. And I believe that you're represented here by the Queen of Swords, air sign, right? Or, you could be dealing with a water or air sign. Let's say if you have 2 people that you're thinking about this month. But for the most of you guys, I'm thinking that it could be a water sign that, kind of catches your attention for the month of May. Could be coming in your direction. Now, this actually seems like a matching couple to me. It doesn't feel like the energy that I was feeling up here with this couple right here, with this type of karmic. All that up there seems like the past that you're walking away from. Now, this seems like it's something newer. Now, it could be a water sign, or it could be someone that is kind of more in touch with their emotions, right? Somebody that is kind of like fluid, artistic, spiritual, doesn't really mind showing their emotions. They kind of bring out your emotional state or world inside of you. They're catching your attention. If you can see the way that this Queen of Swords is kind of looking over there at him, it's something about this person that's kind of like catching your attention. Now, I will say, like I said earlier, it seems like a match. It seems like you both are on the same level. You're both, this is a king and a queen, and not being gender specific, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this person is catching your attention in some type of way, and you're kind of like, okay, wait, what? Who are you again? Like, what did you just say? Right? It's something about this person, the way they carry themselves, the way that, their personality is, that it's kind of like a match to your energy, right? The place that they're at in life is matching the place that you're in life. And so they are catching your attention, you know? But you are coming in with the Queen of Swords energy, so you're still kind of like detached a little bit. You're, you know, looking to see what's going on. You're very observant, but you're not, you know, very, very like open or as emotionally connected as this person is, or this person wants you to be. But they are coming in with a new flavor, right? Something that could be the total opposite of what you are, right? If it's a water sign and you're an air sign, that's kind of like two different poles, right? But it could still actually be a match, and you guys can meet in the middle some type of way. So some of you guys this month are dealing with a water sign. Just look out for that. But for some reason, to me, that looks like a match. That looks like a good-looking couple, right? Like, I don't know. So we'll see about that. All right, ending your present energy, you have the Seven of Swords here in this, clarified by the Empress card. So with the Seven of Swords, this is still something that I'm feeling from the past, some type of deception that could have went on with this past person. And the reason I say that is because it's clarified by the Empress energy, and I feel like you're taking on that Empress energy. Right, you're taking on that, like, rising up to another level, not wanting to be bothered by this low level type of deception. This is small little mind games that you just don't want to play anymore. Like, you're too much of royalty for this. Like, you're on a whole new level. You're trying to build an empire, and then you still have somebody in your energy that wants to play some little childish games, but you're an adult. So you know, this may still be the person from the past that, you know, you're having to continue to, you know, hold on to your inner strength to just move further and further away from, to get more clarity from, right? And you are, like, you're bossing up, Gemini, to this next level. You're like, I don't have time for these games. Like, you're not even, your back is turned on this energy with this person who thinks that they're getting over on you on in some type of way, or thinks that they're winning when it comes down to whatever happened in the past, or they think that they won. But really, all they really did was push you to go further and deeper into your expansion, into your upgrade, right? Into your evolution as a person. And that's where you're headed. This person from the past looks like they're still trying to play the same old games. And yeah, you know, you're like, good luck with that, right? I have really some things to take care of. I have to boss up. And some of you guys could just be, you know, if you're entertaining anyone romantically, it could be this newer person that's coming in like the King of Cups. They're intact with their emotions. They have emotional stability. You know, their emotions don't control them. They're very grounded as a person. Even if they're a water sign, they have their emotions in check, and they have a healthy emotional life. And like I said, your attention is kind of like on them. They catch your attention. You're curious about it. You're still keeping, you know, what you have going, and still have that kind of Empress energy that you're taking on. But it's something about this person that's catching your eye, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? So yeah, that's happening. Let's go into your futuristic energy. You have the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Star card, and then the Three of Swords. So starting off up top, Nine of Swords energy and your future energy, you know, is usually talking about something that you're stressed about, something that has you anxious, can't sleep at night, tossing and turning. You don't know which way to go with it, right? It's kind of like that mental angst, you know, where like your mind is just going everywhere and you don't have any clarity with a certain situation. And this could be involving some type of offer that's being made to you. Emotional offer, romantic offer with the Page of Cups coming in, or some type of information that somebody is bringing to you and presenting to you that is of an emotional nature, right? And it kind of sends you on a swirl where you're like, wait a minute, I don't know, what did you just say to me? Right? Now, it could be this water sign that I was talking about, because once again, we have the Page of Cups here, and this water sign that I was talking about here could be wanting to make you some type of offer, give you an emotional cup, and for some reason it's stressing you out because maybe you don't know what to do about it. Maybe you're not ready for what they're trying to give to you, or I don't know. You're anxious though. Somebody's giving you butterflies or something like that, or you're just like, I don't know, maybe you can't figure this person out all the way, so you're kind of, it's stressing you out a little bit because you're like, well, I don't know. So yeah, let's keep it going. Let's see what's happening here. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. So some of you guys could have 2 offers coming in, right, towards the end of May, going into June, from an earth sign or an air sign. And a water sign. So, okay, Gemini, y'all may be a hot commodity. Like, it's something about you that's very attractive for the month of May. Now, it very well could be because it is your birthday month. Happy birthday, Gemini, by the way. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video, but yeah. So, yeah, usually when I do readings and it's like coming up on the birthday month of whatever sign that I'm doing, like for some reason there like always is offers that's just coming in out of the woodworks. So it's something about the month of May for you that has you shining. The fairy dust is on you, right? Like you're glittering over here, and you probably have a lot of offers coming in, especially if you're deciding to leave something behind that no longer serves you. This older energy, this older person that had you kind of like stuck in your energy, now it's something about you that's just like making you very attractive. You have a earth sign coming in, an air sign coming in, and a water sign coming in. That's probably why you're stressed. Because all 3 of these offers coming in could probably be some good offers, like, and you don't know which one to choose. Everyone does something different for you. The earth sign could be offering you stability. The air sign could be offering you a mental, what is the word? Mental compatibility and stimulation, right? And then the water sign could be offering you like that emotional safe place, safe haven that you just feel comfortable with being yourself and letting your hair down. And it's like, whoa, which one do I choose? I don't know. You got to make that decision, Gemini. I can't tell you which one to choose. I just see them coming. Let's see what's going on. You have the star card energies. This is what I was just saying. With it being your birthday month, you're shining, you're glittering, you're gold, I don't want to say silver. You're platinum, right? Like, all eyes on you. The star energy is just you exuding that confidence of who you are, you being your authentic self, you coming into the comfortableness of who you are, right? Being comfortable in your own skin. And something about your new year coming around, something about your birthday, coming around makes you feel that even more and makes you want to exude it anymore and just put that on display towards the world. And even if you're not trying to, even if it's just you being your old natural self, something about it is bringing these suitors in, definitely, because all these offers that I see coming in look like romantic offers coming in. Like, people are just lining up like, wait, what? Who? Gemini, what's going on? What's new with you? Like, and you're like, it's nothing new. I'm still just me doing the same thing. But there is something new. Mostly it's the fact that you're moving away from an older energy that you were kind of stuck in for a while. Older person that maybe you were stuck with for a while, and now I feel like it's kind of like you feel like you shedded 100 pounds. You're feeling a lot lighter. Your energy field is a lot lighter, right? So you're moving forward with kind of like a lightness to you, and it's very attractive. 6 of Pentacles here is clarifying the star card. So 6 of Pentacles usually talks about some equal give and take happening, right? Or sometimes it could talk about you being in a position where you can kind of like help other people out. Um, you're kind of like in a position where you are like the lender. Some people could be wanting to come to you for information, come to you for, making a loan, come to you for just some help. And it could be in more ways than one. But you're attracting a lot of people right now because you're just attractive. You're sending out some attractive vibes, some good vibes, and like you could have some people that's wanting to come around just kind of like attracted to your light, kind of like a moth to a flame. And some of these people kind of like want to give into you as much as they feel like you're giving to them. This is talking about that equal give and take. So whatever it is that you give them, let's say if you're giving them some type of inspiration, they want to kind of let you know that. They want to show you some gratitude. They want to, even for some of you guys, pay you, right? Because you're showering your gifts out on the world. This could be done online, right? In the internet, social media. You could be showering your gifts and abilities, your talents, to the world around you. And people are kind of giving you recognition on that. They're wanting to give into you, maybe financially or maybe just energetically, giving you gratitude and letting you know like, hey, we see you shining, like giving you that recognition that you deserve. But you guys are doing something towards the end of May or in the month of May that's kind of like, showing your skill set, showing what it is that you have to offer. It could be connected to your life path. It could be connected to who you are as a person, but people are drawn in by what it is you have to offer. They're looking at you like, wow, Gemini, like I didn't even know you could do this, right? So, yeah. And then at the end of your energy, end of your reading, you have the Three of Swords here, and it's clarified by the Chariot card. So this is just plain and simple, you moving away from the hurt and pain of the past. Chariot energy talks about forward movement. All right, so you're regaining your balance when it comes down to the places you are out of balance, right? This could be the work that you're doing in the beginning of your reading, about you finding balance within yourself, you starting to feel the pain that happened in the past and healing through feeling it, dealing with that shadow energy, that shadow work, and it's bringing you to a place of balance to where you can move forward from this pain and this hurt. So everything in this reading is talking about forward movement, you moving forward towards something new, this new cycle, this new phase, and moving away from an old cycle of pain, trauma and hurt, healing from that and moving on in a more balanced way, right? Finding that internal balance. This is what the Chariot card is talking about. Finding that balance of your light and your dark self, your higher and lower nature, your masculine and feminine side, right? Your conscious and subconscious mind, and integrating it all into a place where you can shoot as quickly as possible towards your goals, your vision for your life, your achievements, what it is that you want, your emotional fulfillment, your financial stability. This is where you're headed to. And you're moving past the hurt, the blockages that kind of keep you from achieving a level of efficiency that you're moving into. So I like that, Gemini. I like this energy that you guys are dealing with. It's kind of like closing out one thing, moving away from, continuing to move away from an old cycle, getting further and further away from that energy, letting the residue of that energy continue to fall off of you, right? And you're getting into a position now where you're healed from this old hurt. You're working on healing, right? And in the month of May, I'm feeling like you're wrapping up a level of healing because you're able to move forward and move on and not stay stuck, right? And on top of that, you are very attractive this month because maybe, like I said, you're tapping into a newer level of authenticity. with all these cards here with, you know, the lady just having no clothes on, just being your true self. This is symbolizing you being your true self and not hiding behind a false mask, or not feeling the need to hide behind a false mask and not be your true self. You're tapping into your true nature and you're wearing it. And people are recognizing you for doing that. So Gemini, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Happy birthday to all my Geminis. Definitely. And if this reading resonated with you, you can like, share, subscribe, comment. Like I always say, check me out for a personal reading if that's what you need for this month. Also, follow me on IG, Geminis. I like my Geminis checking in on IG. That's chrisanthony14lbs. Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That's also in my description. I'll see you guys next month.